Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be going over my 2019 Intel i7 MacBook Pro 16-inch. I'll be going over the performance in 2025 and if it's worth upgrading yet or not. This topic has come up because Intel Macs are aging and the Apple Silicon chips are dominating the market. The performance becomes a concern after 6 years of usage. I'm currently on macOS 15.2. It runs pretty smoothly. The apps you can see opening here. They're pretty quickly, not as fast as the newer Macs, of course, but there's usually not much lag or stutters unless I'm editing some big 4K videos, and it does take a bit of a while to wake up, but overall it's pretty fast. Browsing with multiple tabs too can slow it down. As we know, Chrome does eat up a lot of the RAM on Macs, but I do prefer Chrome over Safari because Safari was quite slow still when I changed back to it a few weeks ago. When checking the Geekbench scores, you can see my MacBook here, the 16-inch mid-2019 at 2.6 GHz, 6 cores, has a score of 1,294 versus a newer MacBook Pro M4 Max, which has a single core score of 3,924. For the multi-core difference, you can see that the MacBook Pro 16-inch late 2019 has a multi-core score of 5,248 versus a newer MacBook Pro M4 Max, which has a multi-core score of 25,663. Just to see a side-by-side comparison, I have the new M4 MacBook Pro on an AR here, just to show it side by side with my Mac. They're about the same size, but the newer ones look a bit more sleek, more modern. It is, however, great for screen sharing to my Apple TV to watch videos or shows and movies. It pairs pretty well with the Apple ecosystem. Overall, for video editing, I use DaVinci Resolve. There's only a bit of lag, but pretty fast exporting. It could also be much faster with the newer chips, the Apple Silicon chips, but it does the job and I'm still happy with it. What's your experience if you have an M series MacBook? Do you notice a significant difference compared to your old Intel Mac? Let me know in the comments below. When I'm running multiple apps, it can, under a heavy load, get really loud with its fans trying to cool it down, and it also gets really hot just above the touch bar here, between the touch bar and the screen. Sometimes it's been really bad that I actually had to remove it off my lap because it was burning my thighs. After about 6 years, the battery life is still at about normal percentage, it says. So that seems okay. I've been using it as I like it and not worrying too much about how to charge it. The Intel Macs are more power hungry versus the Apple Silicon ones, and they're less energy efficient. So, you really have to think about leaving it plugged in all the time, or do you have to charge it multiple times per day? I noticed a lot of viewers aren't subscribers to my channel. If you enjoyed the video so far, please leave a like and subscribe. It's really appreciated. I'm currently on macOS 15.2. It's still receiving updates. Reporting online, there's Google Gemini and news articles here. It says it should still receive updates, the Intel Macs, until 2026. Seems about normal since Apple seems to support devices for about 7 or 8 years. Another thing to think about is app compatibility. Are there still major apps or companies that are dropping Intel Mac support? For basic usage, it's probably pretty fine for web browsing and light work, emails, or watching videos or shows. For creatives and professionals, it might be time to upgrade if you do heavy photo and video editing. And for developers, it's still usable, but the M series chips are much more performant and most likely recommended. There still is a decent used market value. It's worth selling, or you can keep it as a secondary device. It goes for about several hundred on Facebook here and even on eBay. The prices are shown in Canadian here. So you can still get a decent amount of return to use towards upgrading to a new MacBook. My personal verdict is that it still runs pretty well in 2025. You can still use it every day and the battery life is still decent. I'm looking forward to upgrading to the M4 Pro, probably when the M5 Pro comes out this fall. Do you still use an Intel Mac and do you plan on upgrading soon? Let me know in the comments below. If you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate it a lot. Thanks for liking or leaving a comment or subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next video.